Hello. Hope you all are doing well today. Um, yeah, I hope you all are doing just really good today. Having a great day, having a great week thus far, great month thus far, um, and just really, really enjoying yourself. I wanted to do a midweek check in just to see where the energy is, how we're feeling, what's going on, kind of just the outcome of the rest of the week as well. So it's kind of like a daily check in, but also like a weekly read in. So, um, yeah, it's giving a lot of this timeless energy. So, of course, we're just going to go ahead and dive in. I am drawn to these cards. That deck down. What the hell is that? What's going on with this? Okay. Actually, I am feeling this. I've been feeling a lot of my astrology love deck cards recently. A lot more. Let's go ahead. It's almost like before the day breaks or before the thaw happens. You know, it's almost like that energy. We are getting into spring, but it feels deeper than that. It feels more than that. I feel like this is not as centered as it could and should be. Okay. Um, yeah. I'm hearing I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And it's almost like it's said like waiting in the water, which is different than waiting in the water. It's almost like you're clearing out your energy, clearing out your mind, um, and just truly allowing yourself to sit in this new sense of clarity, this new sense of information, this growth, whatever so forth it may be. It's like you're allowing yourself to truly wade in the water, which was also used right before someone left, before the slaves left. So you can be leaving somewhere, thinking about going somewhere, waiting on a confirmation. You could be moving, wanting to fully relocate. I'm hearing also just change paths, change careers. So you're just like giving out this sense of like almost like this message of like, hey, I'm not gonna be here much longer. And not in like a morbid sense, obviously, but in a sense of being this vessel may look the same, but the energy that's contained inside of it, the notion of who you thought I was or who I would be is changing. Like I'm hearing I've been sitting in the waters of purification. I've been sitting in the waters of confusion, waiting on clarity. I've been sitting in the waters to understand not only the depth of my emotions, but what does that mean for the outlay of my life with and for other people. And it feels very, very strong and intense. It's a very strong and intense energy while you're waiting. Um, for some type of understanding, for some breakthrough. Yeah, in your life, and just it's almost like you're like I'm going with the flow. I love to say I'm going with the flow while staying rooted within, and it really does feel like this energy of being okay with recognizing that your roots can also change how they're intertwined and growing underground, and you're recognizing that like yes, I mean I'm planted here, but even trees move. But you're not a tree, you can move. But it's a sense of you recognizing sometimes me sitting while the movement is happening around me is some and one of the best things that I can possibly do for myself, with myself for my journey. I'm just taking all this in. So, Spirit, what do you have for the collective in regards to this energy for the week and moving forward? This ring is going to make me upset. Thank you. Yeah, for the collective. way in the world. Babe, in the world of children. Babe. You know, I don't claim that I know how to sing. Sometimes I can hit a note every now and again, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Mm. Mm. Anything else for the collective in regards to this midweek check-in for the rest of the week? What's going on with this intense energy? I feel like you're starting to have those real honest conversations with yourself, because we have honest conversations in self-love, but you're truly having those honest conversations with yourself. It's giving like I'm truly looking at my life not in a pessimistic way, but in an objectively optimistic way, in a way where I'm able to see the changes that I have made in my life based off of my lessons, based off of what I have lost or have gained. But it's like I'm having true, honest conversations. And what I mean by that is, stuck my head, you're not pussyfooting around. That reminds me of the picture I got sent yesterday, but you're not pussyfooting around. You are recognizing you're no longer trying to protect your ego. You know, and it's in a sense of you are actually allowing your ego to be used in the way that it's supposed to be for your growth, for your protection, not for the ego's protection, but for your protection, for your self confidence, your self growth. You're having these very honest conversations of no longer looking at yourself with a sense of shame, of giving up, no longer looking at yourself in a sense of being like, oh, well, it kind of is what it is. There's not much more I can do. You're having these honest conversations of looking at reality and how it is working out for you. You know, whether you need a job, whether you're looking for a job that pays more, whether you're looking for a love that is actually exchanging, whether you're looking for community. It's like you're truly having these real open and honest conversations with yourself of what you are expecting out of life, of what you truly are wanting out of life. What do you want us to like? What do you want us to feel like? What do you want to acknowledge for an in self? And you're recognizing that part in the hand that you play in your own life, right? And you're having these honest conversations, and it's allowing you. I'm hearing it's. I'm hearing. Don't be confused. It's just me. Like I'm still me. Like it's me. Like yeah. You may have to get to relearn me, but I'm still me. And it's giving that energy of recognizing my self love comes not only with confidence and courage, but compassion and wisdom for others to start discovering and knowing and loving on themselves. But you're having these honest conversations of that true shadow work, that true deep dive into the darkness, that true how am I expressing myself? You're truly getting in there. Not just, with your words, how you say things, but how am I expressing myself with my life? Is it grateful? Is it for changes to forgo? How am I truly putting myself out there for this acknowledgement of a change? And has you looking at some past instances, and not in like a longing feeling, a wanting and yearning feeling, but more almost in like the Six of Cups energy, like truly taking that self-reflection, truly looking back, even like that Page of Cups energy of truly looking back and reflecting on the past loves in your life, how you operated in them, what you received, what you didn't receive. And with this love, it has allowed you to recognize that, saying it how it's given, you didn't truly love yourself. We get open and honest over here, You truly didn't really love yourself. It was in a sense of self-love can seem so, it's just a term that's kind of feels like it's oversaturating the media. It's oversaturating everything. But true self-love is actually not even say that, because self-love looks different for everybody. Thank you, Spirit. I say self-love can and should look like you recognizing yourself in the highest regard, in the highest means, in the boldest of instances, in the proudest of moments. But also, self love looks like I was wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what that means. I don't know where I should go. That is also self love. Self love is recognizing you and what part you want to play in your life and how that looks and affects you. So, looking at your past love, you're looking in a sense of recognizing that maybe in that community setting, maybe in that romantic setting, maybe in that platonic setting, maybe in the family setting, you recognize you weren't giving of yourself enough. You were okay with people pleasing. You were okay with dismissing your feelings. You were okay with, I'm hearing, allowing the arguments, the toxicity, because it was in a way of you being able to like be very vocal and express. And it was just like you recognize that that wasn't always the way that you wanted to go or feel. And in those moments where you're looking back at possibly pictures, you're reflecting on moments, you're recognizing in that moment, like, I wasn't even really that happy. I wasn't even that satisfied. I wasn't that sure of self. I wasn't secure in my relationships with others. It was a lot of recognizing when you're looking at this past love, it's like you want to have these honest conversations, and it's leading to you trusting yourself more. Because sometimes when people look back in situations and they recognize that they didn't love themselves enough, like they may have stayed in a situation too long, that they were people pleasing, that they were had on rose colored glasses and they were seeing people's potential, all those things, right? It's a reflection of you having those honest conversations, recognizing, hey, I didn't give myself the boundaries that I should have given myself to protect myself. I didn't give myself a moment's notice to prepare my energy for moments in time. I didn't speak up in the way that I wanted to speak up. I spoke out in a way that was harmful, possibly to myself or to others. It's in a way of truly looking and recognizing in those moments, I didn't see myself. I just was there. I was just present. I was not truly me. And that's why you're waiting in this water. You're trusting in this energy of being able to rediscover yourself, you know, and take it in and recognize you for who you are and what parts you have and haven't played in your life. And with this Virgo energy coming out and coming out in reverse, this maiden sixth house Virgo energy, being very analytical about your life, being very structured, but also having this maiden young lions, this young feminine energy that is truly giving you this, not even just nurturing, because nurturing is really great, but this rebellious energy. You know, femininity sometimes is seen as being meek and docile and loving and compassionate and okay. Excuse me? No. Looking at all the queens throughout history, not only that their dynasties, monarchies, whatever last longer, you know, in society, whether they were good or bad, you know, where you're looking. But it's a sense of them being able to rule a lot more comfortably. I'm being biased. But it's the sense of they can rule on their own. They can speak up on their own. And that is that confidence that when you walk into this room, it's this authority, it's this rebelliousness of, I am not following the status quo. I'm not following the mode. Like we think about Virgos, they're always thinking of a way to reinvent themselves and life around them for something new. And if we're even thinking about in the tarot deck, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, all of these women have this strong sense of self. And they walk around with that. And it not only inspires them to continuously look at themselves in a very mindful manner, but with this Virgo coming in reverse, they really want you to not scrutinize so much, you know, and recognizing, like I said, just I stayed a little bit too long, but that's because of where I was. I've been in situations where I've allowed people back in my life after I cut them off, and I realized why I should have not let them back in my life after I've cut them off. But it's like seeing that potential, that growth, like it's just like, I've stayed in situations or accepted positions, and it's just like, I guess it's a do. And that's also beautiful. Like self love is just, taking care of your body, which it really is. And yes, especially with this Virgo energy coming in, taking care of your health is very important at this moment in time. Taking care of your body and how you feel about your body and how you think about it. But self love is also, again, looking at yourself and recognizing the moments where you didn't have that. And like I said, you're being very honest with these conversations. My cards are starting to get a little sticky now. Thank you. You're having open, honest conversations about all of these things. We have Aquarius coming out. Like I said, you are coming into this rebellious energy, and it's right under self-love. You're coming into this rebellious energy of recognizing and realizing what they call a rebellion streak, going against the grain, is me loving myself, is me putting myself first, is me going up to somebody and saying, hey, I fucked up. What could I do to make it right? And if I can't make it right and they want to be done, accepting that. Self-love is also walking up to the mirror and say, how can I start treating you better? How can I start loving on you? How can I start seeing you in all situations in the highest regard, with the most utmost respect, with this determination and focus and discipline? With being able to nurture into that. And with this air energy coming in, it's adding in this detachment energy, the separation energy from the situation, from the moments. And we can dive deeper into what those moments or situations could be that you realize that you had to have an open, honest conversation with yourself about, right? Especially with this Aquarius energy coming in, it's very innovative, very odd thinker. And then you add that in with the Virgo energy, with it being in reverse. Like I said, you may have been maybe too, you put yourself under that microscope. I'm hearing you put yourself on lockdown with this open up. You put yourself in a way where you truly can't have that. And this being right under the trust, it's like you feel like you can't even trust yourself to truly express yourself, to truly be yourself. And I'm someone that's still working on that. Every day I make sure that, I look at myself in a way that is acknowledging of who I am at that moment in that time. Some days I wake up, my hair a little around, everything else look good, Some days I wake up just like, who's this girl in the mirror? Who is this woman? Who is this man? So taking that in, it's allowing you to trust and open up. That self-love also, and I'm going to be honest, again, it looks different for everybody. Self-love is also being honest when you feel like you don't feel yourself that day. Like, I'm kind of feeling ugly today. I'm kind of feeling a little bit shameful about my decisions today. I'm feeling a little bit skeptical, worried about where I'm leading myself. And that is why I feel like you're wading in this water of this purification, of this clarity, of confusion, of this, you're working through things. Self-love is being honest. If you cannot be honest with yourself, you do not love yourself. If you cannot be real, and not in a self-deprecating way, which is why the Virgo has come in reverse. Because they don't want you to do it in a self-deprecating way, in an overcritical way, in a shameful way, in a doubtful way, in a misleading way, in a hurtful way, in a hindering way, in a hermit way, which is also the Virgo energy. They want you to still step out and be very bold and courageous and tap into this profound energy that you have to truly be you. Because right under the honest conversations, we have blooming. Like I said, we're ending this thaw of what once was, what could have been. You're ending this thaw. And what it's kind of being a timeless weekly reading is letting me know that you are stepping into something the end of this month. It's almost like you're recognizing I'm locking myself in and up, which is honestly not allowing me to truly see myself as someone that can have things which can lead to imposter syndrome. Someone that is worthy of love, what can lead to low self esteem. Someone that is worthy of honor and grace and respect, which can lead to self sabotage and compromising of self and not putting yourself out there for positions or opportunities or just shooting your shot. Something like that. It's allowing you with this Aquarian energy right under the self love to truly be able to express yourself and recognize that this odd, weird way of thinking is what has led you to being able, bless me, to be able to trust yourself and move in that enlightenment and in that way. And so if you're looking for that, and sometimes, you know, people feel like self-love, you have to do it alone. Healing, you have to do alone. This self-journey, you have to do alone. But you don't. Sometimes someone looking at you like, you are fucking phenomenal, amazing. Can you? The way that you think, like, I never would have thought of that. How does your mind work? Sometimes hearing yourself in other people's eyes and other people's ways, whether you think highly of them or not, whether you know them or not, can be strangers. It's sometimes like, do they see me? No. Do you see you? Do you recognize you? And this is not to lean on others always for that validation, for that understanding, but I'm feeling like you have possibly some issues with being able to accept compliments, accept that love, accept those blessings, those rewards, those gifts, especially like I said with this Virgo being reversed. It's like, that could have been better. I don't know why they commented. That is not my best work. It's just certain things where just like you have to start seeing you. Like, even if you feel like you didn't put out your best project, you feel like you didn't put that shit on today. It's not in a way of going immediately to self-demean, self-criticize, self-alienate. It is to truly take in that reflection of what it means to be you, what it means to be blossoming to be you. And I'm feeling like when you're looking at yourself or when you're recognizing yourself, you are also having to rediscover yourself. Absolutely. We have, Carfel, we have give it time. You are blooming again. You are blooming and blossoming. And sometimes when you look at yourself or think about yourself or things, it can feel like, I don't know this woman. It's giving Kiki Palmer, I'm sorry to this man. I do not know this man. But you are living in your current manifestations of being your highest self. You are currently living in that prayer, of remove things and or people that are not for and of me, that truly do not love or wish the most for me. You're living in that. And you're living in, thank you, Spirit, for slingshotting me straight into the opportunities and the life that I deserve. You're living in that. I'm feeling that. That's why this energy feels so intense. So intense. It's because in this all honesty, in this mindset, you are truly changing and shifting yourself. Like, you are now unrecognizable to even you, because you have really dove deep, and it may have been in the arm mode, may have been in some self-analytical, but this self-love and this Aquarius, you recognizing, I am a rebel with the cause. I'm not gonna, just because I look like this or feel like this, is just, I'm not doing that. That isn't me. You look at tall people and be like, that you're playing basketball. Why? Why? You got a steady hand. I don't know why you paint. You should have been a doctor. Why? You got your degree. I don't know why you don't work in that, because I realized I didn't really want it. As you're recognizing that what you are currently living in, this water, this waiting of the water, this moment of rediscovery itself, and taking that in for each and every opportunity This past stuff coming in is how you viewed yourself, which is why it's also with the Virgo in reverse. This is how you used to view yourself. It wasn't in a way that was giving of grace, of compassion, of peace, even of mind. It's giving anxiety. It's giving stress. It's giving, I'm taking my 5th pee break for the day type energy, like always going up, always going up, always going up, always moving, always trying to figure out something, always trying to learn something, but not truly applying it. You know, it's reverse Virgo energy. So with this energy coming, this Aquarius, it's about that expansion, that growth, the bringing this joy, this different perspective into the situation. Because what you don't recognize as yourself is because you're looking at your old self and not your new. And Spirit truly wants you to look at your old self and give it time. Express your needs, another flower. They really want you to give yourself time. Be vocal and open. Because the person that you're looking at right now is your manifestation. I'm currently actively limiting my manifestations. And if you're praying, you're doing for something like I want to, and now you're looking, I'm keep saying it because it's like this reflective time, this reflection time that you're going through with yourself right now. Not just physically, but mentally. Like, why did I think that? That's crazy. Why did the thought pass through my head? Why do I think I can do that? It's the way that you're thinking now. It's like it's reconstructing everything in your mind. Oh my God. My dream is going crazy right now. Shit. Sorry. I'm getting downloads about my dream. Any hoony way might be for no, not relevant. But dreams could also be relevant. Thank you, Spirit. Because those are very informational to, yes, your subconscious, but also to messages. So we're adding in your subconscious thoughts of you needing to reprogram your subconscious thoughts, and you needing to rethink and reframe yourself so that it matches up with who is this person I'm looking at in the mirror? Who is this person that I'm laying next to every day? Whether you lay with somebody or not, I'm talking about yourself. Who is this person? You really have to rediscover yourself. I'm looking at all these hands I'm hearing. Get a hand in your own life. Get a hand in it. Get a hand in it. Yeah, we got overcoming challenges, holding hands. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to do this alone. And this is coming right on top of the honest conversation, self-love, Aquarius, and blooming, because you don't have to do this alone. You can reflect on the old journals if you have any, or recordings. You can talk to friends and family, community if you're like, I ain't got nobody. I ain't got no support. I ain't got no... Then that's really where they want you to pay attention to your dreams. But they also want you to be more bold and adventurous. And also, like, if there's strangers just walk up on the street, you'd be like, you are amazing. I remember I used to just dance because I used to have to catch the bus everywhere, and you just dance. I dance while I'm waiting for the bus. I'm dancing while I'm walking down the street. Like, I dance. You see me dancing, walking to and from work. I have to walk 1 mile just like, damn, the bus didn't stop there. I guess you're dancing 8 blocks. Moving and dancing, like, that's just me. I love to dance. I love to move. It's just something I enjoy. If music is going to get me up there, that is a piece of rose. Music is going to get me up there and going. It's going to get me up there and going. That's why I got a million of different playlists for different moods. But anyway, I had somebody walk up to me, a security guard, while I'm walking into the Walmart. Yeah, probably into Walmart. Walking to Walmart, and he stops me, and I'm like, what the fuck does he want? Like, you're ruining my music. Like, I'm right now, I'm happy. I'm on my go. Why are you so happy? Like, why are you so smiling and happy and dancing? Like, what's going on? Like, he thought I was just celebrating something. And I'm like, because I'm listening to music and I'm happy. I get to go, buy something. And I was really running errands. I'm going to go get shit that I need to get, groceries, all that stuff. I'm just happy. Like, I woke up, I feel good, I look cute, I get to listen to music, my playlist. Like, why aren't you? And I was like, why aren't you smiling? Why aren't you happy? Don't you feel like you have something to be grateful about? It's just like, you're right. Go on, sister. He was a black man. Go on, sister, older black man. So just like, all right, thank you. But it's just like that's how it's coming. without the way that they see is like, how is how are you doing that? How are you so happy right now? How are you so confident right now? How are you able to do that? And it's because you're recognizing I had to sit with the new me. I had to get to know myself again. I'm going through puberty again. Like your voice is cracking when you do it. Should I speak up? Should I not? You're rearranging your wardrobe to make you feel, especially like you're changing everything. You could possibly be changing. I'm hearing friendships, the dynamic between them, relationships, and things of that sort, and what you are and aren't allowing. And that's because of the honest conversation that you're having about the love that you have changed and perceived in your own life. And it is very profound and powerful. Mars energy on a Mars day. It is very much, I am strong, I'm powerful. I'm going to overcome this. And it's not like overcoming challenge, yes. Loving yourself can be hard. It can be a challenge. But that's how they really, for this reason, they really want you to say, you don't have to do it alone. They really want you to express your needs and give it time for those needs to develop within your body, within your mindset, that everything is working out as it should. With this Aries Mars, and it is Aries set by Mars. I'm just gonna double check. And don't be afraid of double checking your work either. Admitting that. And paying attention to your dreams, those signs and signals. Like I said, you are currently living in a manifestation of your life. Yep, fire sign Aries and water sign Scorpio. I love when I know what I'm talking about. Ashe. But this energy of starting something, you're really tapping into this death, right, of the Scorpio energy, of this ending, of this true deep reflection of the soul, this swamp energy of going through those murky waters, of going through that weird off-course terrain, and then pulling into that Aries, that fire, that determination, that drive, that cardinal energy. I'm starting something, I'm beginning something, this full energy. You're okay with risking embarrassment. You're okay with being so open and out there because you trust in yourself. You truly feel like you can rely on your own 2 feet. You're not looking at the past love being overcritical anymore. You're looking at it being like, okay, but what can I do now that makes a difference for me now, that continues to allow me to bloom, to grow, to have these things in this life that I truly deserve, want, and desire. Like I said, I just keep saying it. Spirit wants me to keep saying it. You are actively living in your manifestations of wanting more love, of wanting more opportunities, of wanting more growth, of wanting to be seen and heard and felt. And it doesn't have to be on a grand scale. You don't have to, like I said, it could just be you having these more deep, intimate connections in your life, being seen and heard in that way. You could have grown up where people always overlooked you, questioned you, doubted you, and now people are like, they go to you for answers. They go to you for reassurance. Whatever you have written down, whatever you have prayed about, whatever you cried about, I'm hearing like, oh, fine, whatever. I'm not dealing with that no more. Gave up. Whatever it is, it's truly you being in that water while still being rooted and grounded within self. And Spirit wants you to give yourself time. But while you're giving yourself time, open up. Express your needs. Something could have happened. We have liar, liar, and let karma handle it. And the let karma, we're going to get through that. Let karma handle it went on the ground. And as I learned from the reader, it's a 10 times the meaning. So they really, really don't want you to worry about this shit. Like, yeah, I'm here. It's liar, liar. And it's right on top of the honest conversation and the trust. And I'm hearing with this that you knew. Excuse me. It's the sad to me. You knew. You knew that they were lying. You knew that they weren't being really, and sometimes lying is not even being your true authentic self, in a sense of like, you don't have to lie. You can just go to it like, this person probably accepted the situation. It's like, why did you accept it? You don't even fuck with them. Yeah, but it's an opportunity. That's lying. Like, why are you around something that you know you don't want to be in to fool yourself for a false opportunity? Like, you're trying to take something from me when you don't even want it. I don't know where, but something has possibly happened with someone, and that's why they don't also want you to critique yourself. Because especially with, like I said, it gives this very much, you knew that they were lying. They could have just lied to you about stupid stuff, smart stuff. They could have said that they were going to do something for you and they didn't. It's just this liar. It could have just been, I'm hearing like, yes, I'll switch up my story if you call out a part of my story that doesn't fit with the story that I'm trying to create. And I feel like that happened to you a lot in some situations and with other people, where it's just like, oh, no. I mean, what I meant by that was, just take some time. So with this liar coming out, and let karma handle it. Yeah, me and my ginger, like, what the hell is that? I think it's my water, but my waters have been sitting up for some time. But okay, already, some crazy stuff can be happening. With the water shuffling, it could be. I'm hearing water break. You could be pregnant, but this is like your water is breaking for the pregnancy of your new birth, of your new life. Like I said, you're actively living in this manifestation. And especially with this Mars carnal energy, this blooming energy, this give it time energy, you're about to give birth. You're about to give birth to stepping into your highest self. I feel like you're already your highest self. Oh my God. It was somebody you were dating, possibly? It doesn't have to be, but I feel like this is somebody you were very intimate with. And it doesn't have to be sexually intimate, but somebody that you were very close to. Belongs to the streets. This kind of took a little bit of a turn. Not really, because it's obviously, but this other energy is really coming in. Yeah, this other energy is really coming in deep and heavy. Belongs to the streets, and it's 5152 too. Belongs to the streets, like karma handling. It was somebody that I'm hearing they possibly could have said that they were going to do something with you and for you. It's somebody that you could have been dating, and you recognize that they didn't really want a relationship with you. They just wanted what you were able to provide and give to them without claiming a relationship. Like, let's not put a title on it. No, like, I'm not really ready for something, but I want you to be like something that I'm possibly ready for. It's almost like that energy. You're recognizing like this person is not that and belong to the streets. It's kind of near that blooming and opening up. You recognize, like, as I was blossoming and flourishing and trying to open up with you, it in turn allowed me to actually blossom and open up with myself. Because I realized you weren't even here and present for me to truly be open up and vulnerable with you. Yeah, this person, you know what's so crazy is people feel like lies are such a good foundation. And they're not. Okay? They're literally pulled out of thin air, and thin air is literally suffocating. It is not breathable air. The thinner the air, the more headaches you get, the more fatigue that you get. You can throw up. Your body is not able to send oxygen to your blood, so your blood isn't flowing as well as it should. There's a lot of people trying to climb Mount Everest that died that are still there. And I'm going to this to stick with me. It's the sense of the higher the elevation that you were going, they weren't able to keep up with. Because what they told you, how they acted, it's like this bravado, this, yeah, energy wasn't real. it was not somebody that you can be a business partner with. It was not somebody that you can have a long standing romantic relationship with, build a family with. It was not somebody that you can have a friendship with to grow your tribe. It was not somebody that you can have community with because they weren't really for it. Whatever it was, they belong to everybody but themselves as well. And Spirit really wants you to not stifle this rebellious, this humanitarian, this innovative, this creative, this determined, disciplined, loving. I'm hearing very sweet smelling. I don't know where that came from, but we all rock and roll with it. Very sweet smelling person. Yeah, we gotta speak the fuck up. Speak the fuck up. And this is right next to express your needs and give them the time. Speak up. And I'm hearing, if somebody asks about it, you can tell about the situation, tell it exactly how it is. And that is also karma. Because sometimes people will do stuff, right? And then they get caught. And then they get upset that they're caught because now their character, their reputation, who they are is seen in a light that they don't want to be seen in, which is the truth. They enjoyed being seen for this lie, for this lack of revelation within themselves. But you, I'm hearing you, whew, I say, when you came and come around, some people, it ruffles their feathers. It feels like it's stifling their energy by you being able to be so open. And that's why they don't want you to look at this situation with this reverse Virgo energy. They want you to look at it, with this understanding of self-reflection and growth, of being like, I still need to speak up about things. And it doesn't even have to be about the situation. It's, I still need to be open and vulnerable just because what this person did or didn't do. Right? We have strategies needed before action is taken. I got a lot of burps to draw today, a lot of affirmation burps. And this is right over the Virgo and Aquarius and Mars energy. So there's this discipline, this strong force energy, this determination, and coming at it with an aquatic mind. Trying to say it is very, it's like you're flipping everything on its head. And so that's why you need this strategy before taking action. They didn't even say a plan, because I'm hearing like your plans can shift and flip at any moment, which is fine. Sometimes it is about the journey along the way, which is why they say that, because your plans can shift and change and the opportunity can just fall you in lap and you're like, oh shit, well, but also it is about where you truly going, your goals and the journey. Those are the main points. What is your goal? What do you truly want? What is the end result that you're looking for? But also enjoying your journey, allowing your journey to be lived through. So this strategy is needed. Where and what do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go? How do you want to feel? That is also a strategy. And setting up a gameplay. We got to be really strategic about this. How are we going to do this? What is the end result of us having this Trojan horse? What is the strategy for this? Okay, we're doing this because of this. So why the fuck did they take the horse anyway? Like, what? From your enemy? They didn't even knock on it to see if it was possibly hollow? Like, what? I don't know. What I'm feeling like this, Spirit is saying, thank you, Spirit. It's never all over the place. Yes, I do have neurodivergency and all those things, but it always makes sense, especially when channeling. I'm hearing they're about to have their Trojan horse moment. Somebody's about to infiltrate their camp. They're about to accept some. Like I said, it's somebody that seems to just accept, like, why did you accept that? You don't even fuck with them. Or why are you telling me that you don't need to lie? Nobody's going to beat your ass. Like, it's this kind of like, well, why are you doing that? They're about to have their Trojan horse moment. Because this lying is going to get them in quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. And so they don't want you to worry about this. They want you to just focus on your plans of how you're going to love yourself, care about yourself, how you're going to advance your life, and be very bold and open about it. Like I said, being this feminine energy is confident, strong, sure of self, mature. Settling for mediocrity. Yeah, don't worry about this person too much. Yeah, buck the system and get off your ass for staring at me. Buck the system, like I said, you're not going to be able to do things the way that people will say that you should do things or act or be or fit. Like, you are doing it for you now. You're recognizing, I don't fit in this mode. It is very quite uncomfortable. And the more that I try to do that, the more that I look at myself in a negative light. And bitch, ain't nothing negatively lit about me. I'm in full technicolor. I'm very vibrant, very open, and I'm very sure of myself. So they really want you to buck the system and get off your ass. Whatever you know you need to start to do, get yourself out there. Put yourself out there. If you want romantic love, put yourself out there and be vocal about what the hell you want. Very vocal. Some people are like, why would you ask those questions on the first? If you looking to date somebody and you're not asking or saying things on the first, I ask that. If you feeling that honor, it's not the right time. As we have seen, what happens when the potential of something, when the lies of something, when you want to operate, and I'm feeling it, you really want to operate off a sense of being like, I'm doing what works for me, and that allows other people to come around me. We have Oh Happy Day. Like I said, 4-4 at the bottom too, very significant. They want you to be joyous about this situation, this revelation coming into the forefront, coming to an end, being over. Like I said, this is you overcoming the challenge. You being able to have honest conversations, but also with others. And with this, they don't want you with let karma handle it and being expressive and being blooming and getting off your ass and bucking the system. That doesn't mean that you don't feel these things. Like I said, you're very intense. You're wading in the water right now. You're cleansing yourself. You're getting out of these murky water. You're allowing that to happen. And you're saying, this is the step that I'm taking. This is the moment that I'm taking to move forward. Yeah, this person was just lying. I just hear they just lie to lie. And it's not even to their own benefit all the time. Yeah, I'm so glad this person is. I can't even speak on them. Spirit doesn't even want me to speak on them because it's so handled. But they were not for anyone, not even themselves. And that is going to be, sadly, their own downfall. And not saying people can't learn, can't change, can't develop, but this is really going to hurt them. You cannot expect to be climbing a mountain of lies and not fall down when you realize none of it exists in the first place. That elevation was never real. And with yours, this Mars energy just really started me. You are really living in your manifestations. You're focused on this change, this determination of, I truly want what's best for me. What truly feels good and whole and wholesome for me. I want to feel like fresh baked bread. You know, with all the cool little designs on top. You know, and you're taking that in, you're recognizing, I'm going to give myself time. I'm going to give myself time to rediscover myself. I'm hearing, I don't know myself, and that's okay. Some people feel like with self-love, you have to always fucking know yourself. Some self-love was also recognizing, I'm not sure what's going on with me lately. But I'm going to find out. The curiosity of you is that love. That confusion of, what's going on, is that love. That being able to sit with yourself and while still expressing yourself and that is love. A quiet courageousness, you know? So moving into this midday, into this week, something could be happening where you're recognizing, I don't want to be around this energy, this people, this person, whatever. It's this revelation. You could have had it, but I'm really feeling like it's coming up. I feel like it hasn't happened yet with this. Like I said, you know who it is. Spirit is telling me you know who it is. You've dealt with this situation before with this person. Some of you have. And it's going to come in a revelation where you and Spirit, because they're following your lead as well, they don't want to move or act on your behalf. You and Spirit are recognizing who this person is, but also, more importantly, who you are. And the play that you have in your own life. And it is very profound and powerful. And they don't want you to lose it. They don't want you to forget it. Because they move on when you move. And that's why I'm saying, oh, happy day. Like, yes. We are so excited. You are going where you're wanted, where you're loved, where you're adored. And that is also within yourself. Okay? So let's get some final messages out. We're going to use this deck to get some final messages out for you. Some final messages for the collective spirit for this week and moving forward. Ashe. We have dropped the facade. This, I said, it's that Virgo energy. No, everything's good, everything's fine. I got it in hand. It's okay if you don't. Be open about that. Be real about that. Because it allows you, like I said, to discover yourself, to recognize, I don't know who this person is. I don't know what's going on. We have give a little, get a little. 666. 666. Always look at the meaning, because everybody has their own meaning for when they see it. When you see a number, I always recommend writing down what you feel, what happens before, during, or after you see that number, how it resonates with you. Yes, looking up was great, but you know, it's for you. This Aquarius is for you, baby. With 666, for me, you know, and what I've learned and reflect is about reflection, taking that step back. This is after the 555, the change, the new beginnings. So now I'm looking at life from a reflective standpoint of where am I moving now involved in this change? How do I want it to look? So I'm going to give a little to myself at this moment in time, and I'm going to get a little of information about, oh, okay. And that is also shadow work of pulling that in. There's also self-love, that is expression. We have, it takes two. So like I said, you are not required to do this alone. You're not supposed to do this alone. You're not supposed to be in this world alone. We're very social creatures. And taking that in and that understanding, I'm so sorry, I had to pop one in my mouth. Taking that in and that understanding is very true. It's going to take more than just you at this moment in time. You know? And for the other person, not the one put a spell on you. Lies are almost like glamour magic. You know, it's like, I want you to see this is how it looks. I want you to feel this way. But it's not real. You know? And glamour, yes, magic can be really good. What I'm hearing, you should also be doing at this moment in time as well, of seeing yourself in the highest regard of your highest self if you live in that. But with them, their glamour magic was like giving the Wiz energy. Like, who the fuck is that behind a curtain? Oh, you can't really do shit. Oh, it's that energy. They're not the one. They're not the one. Look at me. The scenarios that you're making up in your head, the potential that you see of what they can be, you pulling at teeth to get this person to see all these things. That's the spell. They want you to stick around. Take on your energy, take on your kindness, take on your reputation, take on your love without doing it or needing to do it for themselves. Ain't for you, baby. Yeah. New direction is needed and neglecting intuition. I feel like with this Virgo energy in reverse, that's the neglecting the intuition of looking at yourself in such a lower point. Not a accountable point. A realistic point. You know, if you step on somebody's shoes, obviously you can apologize. You're like, well, shit, I got big feet. It is what it is. You know, it's not that. It's truly taking that in. And neglecting your intuition, I feel like it's just a sense of being more curious with yourself. Again, I keep saying it, you don't know yourself right now. It sounds crazy, but get to know yourself again. Especially involving losing somebody that could have been in your life a lot, an opportunity, whatever it is. Don't neglect your intuition. You just need a new direction. And that's why strategy is needed as well before any action is taken. Because right now, if you move off these emotions, off of this neglect of not trusting yourself, is going to leave you in a whirlwind of, relying on those people that don't even feel like they can rely on themselves. Right? So, taking all that in, no longer being right at the bottom of the lake, no longer blocking yourself from who you are, from what you truly believe and know to be true. You're not moving or operating in that way anymore. You are recognizing, okay, I'm going to start looking at my old journals and be like, that's where I was, this is where I am now. I'm going to start journaling, I'm going to start dancing again, singing again, writing again. What happened to that bold, courageous teenager that was like, I wish a person would say that to me? I'm going to start bringing that back. Rediscover you. Like I said, it's like you're going through puberty again. When you're realizing, why is my voice cracking? Who knows? Maybe you need to work on it. Why do I feel this? You know, your body's always going to shift and change physically. And so that's why they also want you to do glamour magic. Because like I said, you could be looking and feeling like, this always used to fit me this way. This always just is like, what's happening? Discover. Okay? Well, that is in your reading, your midday reading, weekly reading time, or whatever. Reading. I hope that you gathered and got something from it. If not, hey, it is what it is. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know? Or not. Shit. I'm gonna still do it. But I love you guys until next time.